Good evening, people. Welcome back to the show. What is good? Yes, I know I went missing for the watch along yesterday. Mate, I don't know what happened. I woke up, I was feeling fine, and then suddenly I felt shit, man. You know what I mean? I wasn't even at home, so I thought, nah, I allow the watch along for today. Hussein Jumra's in the building. We've got Daniel. We love you, Arsenal. We do. Well, guys, first question to all that We Love the Arsenal fans. Zinchenko party, we know they didn't start the other day. I haven't heard too much. It doesn't look like major injuries, but listen, guys, as we know at Arsenal, this could be the start of the injuries. So basically, yes, on tonight's show, we are calling on the board to do the right thing. We've been linked with Tillemans all summer, wingers all summer. Like, again, I love the exact quality that we need and deserve at the club. But listen, I'll take Wilfred Zaha. There's a couple of people I'll take from Palace. Oloisi, Zaha, Tillemans is an option. Look how good Neves is, you know what I mean? I don't know. Arsenal have got to do something. I can see the injury situation perhaps getting worse. And you know what I mean? I don't want our season to be a whole load of, oh, if we didn't get this injury, if we didn't get that injury, how about, you know what I mean? We just do what's required, get the job done, and finish this window strong, like allegedly we're supposed to do. And where is the position? I think you'll say central midfield, winger. There's still a few positions, but like, remember now, we're going to be done until next summer. We don't really sign no one in January. So I'd imagine we're done to the next window. And I think I already can tell you, next window, we're going to be after a goalkeeper. Because Turner won't be good enough. We'll be after a right back. Because a combination of Cedric is shit, Ben White ain't really a right back, and Tommy is a bit injury prone. Tierney, not going to dig him out. Was he a little bit ring rusty the other day against Fulham? Do you know what I mean? Or does he just know his place is on the massive threat? But yeah, we've done the job against Fulham. Wasn't the greatest game in the world. There was some very good individual performances again. I thought Martinelli was good. I thought Jesus, without scoring, obviously, was very bright, very lively. Saka's waking up without being at the level we all expect. So who knows? Next couple of games. Villa is next. I already said that it's 3 points and light work. Now, they've lost 3 in a row. It's still going to be 3 points and light work. But listen, no complacency. Look what happened against Fulham. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Nketiah, no goals, but I do believe, I mean, he opened up that game a bit. He gave Fulham something to think about. Definitely need more depth. That's from Daniel. We need more than 2 players, Danny. We need 2 winners, a DM, central mid, right back, left back at least. All right, brother, we don't need a left back. Let's have it. Let's be, and I know me and you are 2 sensible gooners. We've got Zinchenko and Tierney. There's definitely no need for another left back. Like, financially, like, we're not Man City. So, yeah. Right back, yeah. I would have got rid of the Bellerins, Nate Lamiles. I know I'd try and the Cedrics. And brought in someone. But it ain't to be. Maybe he likes Ben White there. Or is that just Arteta's way of saying, Ben White, you're not my number 1 right-sided centre-back anymore. It's William Saliba. Good evening, Sophie. How are you doing? But let me just finish this one, Sophie. Hold on. 2 wingers, brother. Again, Marquinhos, Vieira, Martinelli, Saka, Smith-Rowe could chip in out there. If we get 1, we're lucky. I do believe we need a winger, but not any old winger, mate. A winger of quality. I'm not saying Marquinhos ain't quality, but a winger that can keep Saka and Martinelli on their toes all season long. You know what I mean? It's going to be a long old season, you know? Right back, yes, ideally. We're not going to do it. We've got too many at the club, you know. Maybe we should have just kept one of the ones we had. Bellerin, Nathan Miles. You know what I mean? Well, surely they're both better than Cedric. You know what I mean? Defensive midfielder. Yes, we've known this for seasons, but again, we don't want to do it. There is people like Ndidis or Somaris that you could probably get, or even, I don't know, a Declan Rice. You know what I mean? Who knows? I'm on the TV today. Yeah, that's gangster. That's gangster. But all right, bros. We're not going to get more than 1. But if you had 2, Give me 2 names that you think's realistic. We definitely don't need a left back. Right back, I know we need it, but I need a central midfielder and a winger immediately. How you doing, Sophie? How you doing? I need to send you a hat, man, so you can play with it, and then send me one of them T-shirts that you text or whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm on the TV today. Excellent. Better. What does he mean by better? Yeah, bros. It'll be better. It'll be ideal. But right back and left back at least. Well, left back is fine. I'm happy with the Tierney Zinchenko thing. I'll be honest with you. I'm well happy with that. But yeah. Right, Daniel, WB. Who else is in the building? Hussein Juma. Hit me with a couple of names. Even you, Sophie. Hit me with a couple of names. Oh, yes. Declan Rice is a real G. And from what we're hearing is what, and I've had this on Gospel. I don't know if you've ever seen Adam, the West Ham fan on here, season ticket holder. Basically, he's refused to sign a deal. He's been offered 3 or 4 deals over the last year, 18 months. Obviously, there was a lot of talk Chelsea were taking this summer. I do believe he's got 2 years left on his deal. Questions will be asked real soon. Why ain't we making a bid? Yeah, I certainly did, man. I certainly did. But I wasn't even feeling too well yesterday. And you and me, real one, get in on this. We've heard Mr. Juma's opinion when you're right back, left back, central midfield, defensive midfield, 2 wingers. So, obviously, yeah, I don't know why he said left back, but yeah, keeping it realistic, it's going to be 1 or 2 players, guys. If that. What a crock of shit that is. Mason Mount is like the golden boy of Chelsea. So he leaves this summer. Mason Mount, the Chelsea guy. What are you talking about, WB? That would never be true. Do you know what? I totally forgot to go there. I'm going to have to go there. When is bank holiday? Well, I wonder, he might not be there tomorrow. He's like a little stall guy. WB knows a lot like a guy. Do you think Mr. Sings about tomorrow, WB? Arsenal Spurs. I don't recognise that name. It is a name I would remember. Long time no speak, my friend. What do you think Arsenal need? What do you think Spurs need? Who do you support? Arsenal Spurs. Interesting name. I've seen it all over Twitter. Well, unless he's done something like spat in Tuchel's face or beat up fucking the director's fucking missus or something. Like, what's going on? Exactly. Exactly. But I said this the other day, man. And everyone seemed to be very, you know what I mean? They certainly do. They certainly do. I'll be honest with you. Do you know what? Because I haven't liked him in England. I haven't liked him here. He's got a good touch. He's a decent player. But I don't know. I think we need better than him. Did miss out on the carnival today, you know. What's good? Give me a couple of names. That is the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard in my life. He's worth way too much money. He's in the England team. He's like golden boy at the moment. Okay. Well, I'm sure Tierney will get better. And it's El Neni or Lokonga, as we know. Will we get the Tillemans? I don't think. Send me that on Twitter. No one else has said this at all. Are you sure it's Mason Mount? You've probably got the names arse over tit or something. See, I just don't think we're going to do the winger no more. Marquinhos has been training with the big boys. Vieira played right. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go for a winger. Would anyone else agree with Mr. Juma? Would anyone go for Ziyech? Yeah, tell me about it. The Night Gooners. I met you at a game, Danny. Interesting. I meet a lot of people at games. Which game, man? Which game? You support the Night Gooners? Ah, like myself then. I'm a bit of a night streamer. Yeah, most definitely. Fuck me. That's when you see she doesn't know about football. Havertz here and there. I think Haaland is going to smash it this season. I'm gutted I'm not involved again, man. See, it'll be a lot more to us, but I do know they've been actively trying to sell this guy. Do you know what I mean? I'm hearing they could be making a late move for Zaha as well. Obviously, they didn't get Rafinha. And according to Chelsea, it wasn't Rafinha or Sterling. Both of them were pretty much top of their list. I met you at the Palace game. Let me think. Ah, well, that wouldn't be your name. You ain't my truly good friend who sat right in front of me on the train. Your name begins with R. Like, oh my God, Romano. I forget your name. That ain't you. You wouldn't be called Arsenal Spurs. You're too hardcore Arsenal. You've been going away games from '89. You couldn't be the geezer that hated me then, because that's interesting. Hello, mate. Telling the stewards to throw me out. I was goading the Palace fans. The guy right next to you, the Irish dude, if this is you, he was really goading the Palace fans, if you remember. Yeah, I know. I remember me and you talking about him a long time ago. See, the thing is, when me and you was talking about him, it wouldn't have been 100 mil. We were talking about him just as he was making his way to Ajax, I do believe. Tell me more, though. Arsenal Spurs, interesting. The Palace game, I couldn't believe it. That the facilities in small stadiums. When I go away games and other, obviously home games at the Emirates, so it's beautiful and big and spacious. But mate, the floor was dirty. Like, you know what I mean? I wear nice trainers, nice hats. They're flinging beer around. I got a photo with you. But that wouldn't be your name. You weren't. Tell me your name. Because I remember it as soon as you say it. Was you sitting in front of me? Are you my Twitter friend? The bits I remember about Palace, walking up towards the gates, I see dogs. I'm a bit of a blazer. My mate turns around and he's like, where the fuck is he? I'm gone. I come back. Mate, I think Anthony's a very good player. And I think, wow, this Eric Ten Hag is a brave manager because he's done 57 million at his former club with Martinez. And all I did deep down think is he must be a good player, like literally, like, 57 mil. He must have a lot of faith in him, but he's scored, I think, 17 goals in the last 2 seasons, and he's been pretty much ever present. And that's in Holland as a winger. If you're worth 100 mil, I'd expect a bit more from you. 4 rows in front of you. Alright, so my good mate, Romano, the real one I was on the train with, he was right in front of me. Show me the picture, make it a display. But anyway, yeah. Alright, I only remember, mainly the 2 people. The guy that said I was goading the Palace fans. 4 rows in front of you. I'm dying to meet the geezer that was directly in front of me. I was absolutely stunned at how many of the away fans recognised me. Remember, I go to a lot of games at the Emirates, and immediately, like, it seemed to be like I was recognised a lot at the Palace game. So yeah, away games are definitely something I want to be doing a lot more this season. But I'm going to pick them. Newcastle would be nice. Nice big stadium, do you know what I mean? I'm running. Right, that definitely went the guy on the train. Have you still got the picture? See, this is the thing, like, obviously, if anyone remembers a Chelsea player, Matthias Kesman, I remember screaming, thinking, Wenger, 6 million, get this deal done. He was scoring goals for fun in Holland. But I think it was for PSV Eindhoven, and his record was 12 games, 0 goals, Champions League, including qualifiers, etc. That was a big alarm bell. Do you know what I mean? And anyway, that isn't a direct answer to that. I just think 100 mil, yeah. He's got to really trust him. Like, I know he's young. I know he's in and around the Brazil team. But really and truly, is he ahead of Martinelli in the pecking order? Most definitely was, brother. See, today's market, I'd say, is a bit more than 30. Like, do you know what I mean? But this 100 mil is ridiculous. Seriously, look at his stats. In the last 2 years, yeah, league games, Ajax winner Anthony's statistics.
One moment.
I know in the last 2 years, it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely silly. Hold on, let me just check this out. Anthony, Ajax striker.
I found this on the web.
Right. So for Sao Paulo, from 218 to 220, 48 games, 6 goals. Ajax 220 till now, it's 57 appearances, 18 goals. Like, it isn't terrible, but you know. Brazil. It says under 23s. Hold on. Brazil. Blah, blah, blah. Made his debut in a World Cup qualifier. So he has played for Brazil. I think 9 games for Brazil, 2 goals. But yeah, 57 games for Holland. For Ajax, 18 goals. It's not bad. I still don't know if it's 100 mils worth, man. This is so weird, this conversation. I wasn't off my nut at the Palace game, seriously. I was stone sober, like, I did not talk to no one about Sheffield, I'm sure I didn't. And I am a chef, yeah, most definitely. I can't remember talking. We were too close to the Palace fans, as if you're a few rows down, you would know. There was a few black brothers down ahead of me. But yeah, they were watching them because I think they were smoking them vapes things. You're a veggie like myself. I most definitely am. If you tasted any of my veggie food, bro, you'll know I'm a serious ass chef. What do you think of Tottenham? Absolute shit. Absolute shit. Shouts out to all the Twitter crew. I am a veggie, brother. I certainly am. A dry mouth one right now. Kind of gutted. I should be down in the carnival making money, like, but yeah. It's been a, let's say, a different few kind of weeks. Gemma, what are you saying? How's Cam? Where's Craig this evening? Guys, yeah, let's get in. There isn't much news. I only want to talk about, well, Arsenal 2, Fulham 1, Odegaard, Gabriel, a bit of redemption from Gabriel. Ultimately, for me, it's Gabriel's fault, but what was Saka thinking? Like, that was a dodgy place to, like, such a casual pass, do you know what I mean? Premier League football. So who do you actually blame, Saka or Gabriel? Edu on the barbecue today. Now, people seem to think when he's on the barbecue, we make signings. Now, I've seen him on the barbecue, and we also haven't made signings. Who was it we were linked with badly? Anyway, they promptly fucked off. He was doing his barbecue thing. So I find it inconclusive, but today there's pictures of him on a barbecue in yellow shorts. Could that be the yellow submarine Villarreal? The submarine, sorry, Villarreal? Or could that be the yellow of Wolves? Blah, blah, blah. Basically, though, the one thing that I'm so sorry, let me jump off the phone. The one thing I have noticed a lot today, though, guys, which is alarming me a piece, I think there could be something in this Asensio thing. We're going to think, fuck it. You don't know how much you want to meet DT to beat him. Yeah, that definitely don't happen, brother. That definitely don't happen. I would love DT to meet him and beat him, but that conversation never happened. Yeah. See, the only way that would make any sense to me, I suppose, like if it's money on the table, please just go give me Zaha, Oloisi, anyone. Because the Neto thing we're hearing, they want 50, 60. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's quite worth 50, 60. If Oloisi has really got a £35 million buyout clause, do it. Zaha's got fucking under 12 months left on his deal. We know he's an Arsenal fan. I know you're going to talk about resale value, whatever, but this guy would give us a good few years. He's the most kicked person in the Premier League, like wins so many free kicks. He'd win us penalties. I think he'll give his all. Do you know what I mean? To have a good few years at Arsenal. And with so little on his contract, I don't think it's the biggest risk. And I think it keeps Martinelli and Saka, and especially Saka at this moment, on their toes. Do you know what I mean? Ain't that annoying? Someone was just trying to send me a video. That's annoying as a motherfucker. Alright, yeah, I'm bored of your fantasy league bullshit. I would love to kick up DT, but yeah. I'm sure I spoke to no one about Palace about DT. No, mate. But yeah, anyway, on to that. Yeah, there was so many people watching me that night. I was like, I remember even when I left, yeah, the Acres, God bless him, he's one of them people wouldn't leave to the last second of the game, like, you know what I mean? Which is obviously right. But yeah, I wasn't into that whole travel bullshit, getting stuck in fucking Thorn and Heath and Norbury. So like, yeah, I gave myself like a 2-minute head start, bolted out the stadium, grabbed the thing I had to hide because there were sniffer dogs everywhere. The funny thing, right where there's feds everywhere. So I've just gone in like, I thought, boy, I can't say I want to use the toilet. You know what I mean? So I just went on like it was my house. You're right, mum. I walked towards the back garden, done what I had to do, mate. Straight back out. I couldn't believe it. I've got some front. Yeah, mate, he's been talked about everywhere. And I think obviously Real Madrid, he's kind of surplus to requirements. A loan with an option. Do you know what I mean? Have a look at him. How many clubs have done it to us? If he's no good, you go back. Guys, Aston Villa Wednesday, same team. Does anyone know the fitnesses of Zinchenko and Partey now? I think I've heard Partey's out for a couple of weeks. Do we know anything on Zinchenko? Any updates? Because, yeah, I have to admit as well, as much as I do like the little Braveheart, he did look a little bit, let's say, rusty. Do you know what I mean? But signings-wise, yeah, there's a load of players. If we were serious, I'd go and ask big questions to West Ham and Declan Rice. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't signed a new deal. It looked odds on, if you read between the lines 6 months ago, he was going Chelsea this summer. You know, at Arsenal, Spurs, do you go to many away games? All right. So Zinchenko back in. And would you go with El Neni or Lokonga in the centre of midfield? Most definitely. They've lost 3 in a row. The problem is with that, as with any football team, they're going to come like the walking wounded. So we have to be careful of that. All right. I'll tell you which one. I was thinking Brentford, yeah. It's a brand new stadium, but why is my phone going so loud? I know it's a brand new stadium, but I definitely like, you know what I mean? Don't want to be in that Crystal Palace nasty situation again. I want to go big stadiums. Let's have a look at the fixtures. So we know it's Villa and then Man United away. Then comes Zurich. Aha. PSV at home. 15th September. When is PSV away? PSV away. 27th of October. Fuck. That's the end of next month. Bollocks. Right. I'm not going to lie. I shouldn't be long. It only ran out a little while ago. My passport ran out. I've got to get it renewed. That better not take long at all. What's your next away game? And yeah, that's what I'm saying. The main bit we have to watch there is watch out just for them being all wounded and everything. But mate, there's no excuse. Do you know what I mean? That's what I thought. I was going to swerve that. I was meant to be checking the away fixture. I want to go next. Obviously PSV. Away Leeds would be interesting. Fuck Southampton. Away Chelsea is doable, and then it's away Wolves. I think I've actually got a ticket for away at Wolves already. That's 50-50. Here's the thing. So Lee Akers has got himself a ticket. He swerved me. So he's got himself a ticket. Wagwan tie, real one. He's got himself a ticket. But I think, let me just confirm that as well. He told me it's a 7:30 kickoff. Yeah, it is. And he doesn't finish work, I don't think, till 7. So he thinks it's going to be a mad dash. So he's going to see if he can get off work a half an hour early. If he can't, he said the ticket's mine. Where is Lee Akers? I'd ask him now if he comes on. So yeah, most likely watch along, but because you know what Lee's like, he's very passionate about going every game home and away. So he's got his ticket already, so his intention is most definitely to go. Switzerland. I'm not going to lie, mate. So obviously if you've seen me talking on here, I go most of my trips with Mr. Lee Akers, my real one. He grabs me my tickets. Now, he wanted to go Zurich. He was like, Dan, dust off your passport. I've got a message from him today. His last message an hour ago. we're doing Marseille within the next month or so. He wants to go Stade Velodrome, Marseille, mate. This geezer loves football. But he wanted to go Zurich. But as I'm a bit of a, let's just say I like blazing, I persuaded him that PSV was the way forward this year. And I told him that their hardcore fans are pretty hardcore on European nights. Isn't that very generous? You're almost tempting me. So I was literally saying on that rant before I see that message was, I'm not a millionaire. I'm definitely going Holland. That's my priority, away European game. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens. Who else have we got? Bodo. Yeah, I'm not so, yeah. I've been Norway before. Is it Norway? Mate, do you follow me on Twitter? Seriously. That is a very generous offer. Are you even being serious? Super Mick Arteta. What's going on, Tyrell one? Guys, please be getting all the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new, like Arsenal, Spurs, or even Super Mick Arteta. This sounds like it's going to be the one and only Matt Guendouzi. Let you pay for flights? No problem. Or let me pay for tickets. I know I can definitely get tickets. My pal definitely wants to go to that game as well. Well, again, mate, hate is a big word, and yeah, I can't say I really like him. Again, rocket science is, do you know what I mean? When you spend a lot of money every season, you know what I mean? You're going to start getting things right. Let's see if he's really learned how to be a manager, innit? Like, he's been learning on the job, innit? This season, there is no excuse. Top 4 or, mate, I don't know. You reckon you could win the Champions League in 3 years? Like, we ain't even in it. So, let's get back to where we should be. And yeah, see how the season goes. Like, I'm pretty optimistic. But again, 2-1 at home to Fulham. I'm not saying they're shit, but you know what I mean? My prediction was 3-0. I would have fought for a little bit more. You know what I mean? And Zinchenko and Partey out. Well, it just shows if we get a couple of injuries, I hope our season doesn't go tits up. Wow, this guy either really likes me or wants to fucking kill me. It sounds amazing. Why not? I literally couldn't say no to that. All good. What's good, Ty? I certainly did, brother. I certainly did. And after like 100,000 impressions, views, whatever, I did take it down, I suppose. It wasn't a well thought. Do you know what I mean? I had about 80 different ways of saying it, but I knew I'd get banned. And I knew, obviously, because obviously I've smartened up and realised now how to get banned. Do you know what I mean? Put the 2 and 2 together. But yeah, I still don't think it was very wise words. Basically, you know what I mean? 3-0 at home to Villa, 3-0 Wolves, 1-0 Burnley. Like, even last season, mate, out on the way to Champions League, yeah? Do you honestly get rid of your only goal scorer? Let's have it right. Your captain, Uber, with no replacement. And then lose 3 games in a row against the mighty, Brighton, Southampton, and Palace. Like, that was such a fucking collapse there. It was unforgivable, like. Emery did that in his first season and got sacked. What do you mean? Zinchenko's a left back. I know he goes forward a lot, you know what I mean? And people say left wing. He's still not part of that front three. Like, he ain't got the je ne sais quoi of a Saka or a Martinelli. I certainly did. So the people that was actually really hurt by it, do you know what I mean? I certainly did. I took it down, as you can imagine, you know what I mean? People have asked me to take things down. I tell them to go fucking blow themselves, mate. So I took that down. That was a kind of mark of respect itself, you know what I mean? But yeah, wasn't the choice of words. But yeah, the point I was making was Arteta is killing my club. Do you know what I mean? And he was at that time. We shall see, innit? The jury's out. The fixture calendar has been reasonably nice to us, you know what I mean? I said, let's get 5 wins out of 5. That was before the season started. And, well, it's 4 for 4. Villa should not be a problem. Oh, yeah, you can already see Jesus, like, it's like he's been there for years, bros. Both of them have settled very comfortably, like. Well, it sounded good, mate, but he never even collected that. So Mikel is the guy that actually looks more stupid. Like, the all or nothing thing, I didn't think was very good at all till about episode 4 or 5. I've only learned, honestly, a few things from it. Like, I already knew there wasn't very many captains, not many Adams, Keowns, Vieiras in that dressing room. But just seeing it is shocking. After defeats, there's only one player. Do you know what I mean? Not even any of the English lads. Ramsdale would come in cussing, throwing his bottle. Do you know what I mean? But he was new. Maybe he felt he should shut up there. Only Granit Xhaka would be effing and this, effing and that, effing at this. Do you know what I mean? But hence why Granit's never been sold. You can see he's a massive part of that whole whatever's going on there. Rob Holding's just like the loved boy of the club. I don't get it. He was spun by Holding. If it wasn't for that Rob Holding thing, if Saliba had been here last year, or we had kept Uber until the end of the season, would have been a top 4 club. Saliba with his excellent defending, like I've said for 2 years, I was right on that. If you know any of my history, Saliba. Here's the name of a stream I found the other day. I found funny. Sack Arteta plays Saliba. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, an answer to that question, Mr. Super Mick, mate. As soon as he does it, we'll talk. He's saying we have to be higher than top 4, brother. He hasn't finished in it. No, brothers. Obviously, I think here's the thing. All right, truth be told, we go in the Champions, we're bombed out. You know what I mean? Straight after the group phases, whatever. But yeah, it does make you a lot more money. Does it make it more likely the Chronicles could open up more money for us to sign people? Probably. It's night and day, the revenue, brother. The revenue from TV. The revenue just from everything, mate. The Europa League, yeah. I don't know, innit? If we're in it, I expect us to go right to the end, if not win it. You know what I mean? We've got to the semis and the final. So, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying the jury is now out for me. It might be 2 to 3 years too late. Emery had 1 year, you know what I mean? He wasn't given his own signings. The guy I've even called for today, Zaha, remember? That was one of the guys he asked for. Give me Zaha. They gave him Pepe. Phone's going into a meltdown. It looked like Dr. trying to change our views on Xhaka. Do you know what, mate? I'm not going to say, like, it's changed. What I'm saying is, let me finish with Ty. Sorry, I'm not finished. Ty, as I said, I think I almost did. You know what I mean? He did have a score in Aubameyang. Remember, he was the guy that gave Aubameyang the new contract, the 350 grand a week. He flips and chooses. You know what I mean? He has favourites. As I'm saying, bro, I didn't like. He's got. It looks like even maybe too much influence in that dressing room. Sorry, people. As I'm saying, like, there's two ways to it. He's the only voice, the only kind of guy that talks like a captain, acts, seems to care like a captain, seems to want to argue with other people. Like when he got sent off at Liverpool in the semi-final of the League Cup, he kind of, you know what I mean, blamed Saka. Like, Saka, if you weren't fucking around on the left wing with the ball and done your job and got the crossing quicker, I wouldn't have had to have been the last man back. I most definitely would, bros. I would literally bow on my foot and tell him I wasn't worthy. Do you know why I say that? Because that's impossible, bros. You know what I mean? We ain't going to win the league, bros. We ain't going to win the league. Alright, why is my phone literally going nuts? Fuck me. Revenue doesn't matter when the people own the club are the richest people in the world club. Blah, blah, blah. Well, bros, they're not funding us like that, do you know what I mean? Like, literally. Let's be honest, we're a fucking really good team, innit? Put a couple of pieces of proper gloss to that, brother. Do you know what I mean? And that team really would be going for Champions League. Seriously. We've got Saliba now. Yeah, brilliant defender. Gabriel. Sort out the right back spot properly. You know what I mean? A proper defensive midfielder. You know what I mean? A winger. A backup striker. Or, as I'm saying, you know what? Slowly, slowly. Yeah? If we want two people before the window, go get one. A Declan Rice. Show you're serious. Put the money down for Declan Rice. Bro, he loved the club, man. You could see, man. You know what I mean? He was well happy. He was obviously pissed, you know what I mean, about, like, none of them was his signings. He wanted Harry Maguire, he got Socrates. He wanted Fabinho, he went Liverpool, he got Torreira. He wanted Zaha, he got Pepe. Hence why, as I've said many times, the only guy that he was actually allowed to buy, he played all the time. But when the Premier League tries and like that's not, yeah, it's Brenduzi. You can see it's Matt. Nah, that was, again, mate, this documentary never really showed me the bits I wanted to see about Uber, the real truth. You know what I mean? And, yeah, it kind of hit it up. Hussein, make sure you got a like on that video. Oh, bro, so listen, why do you think teams are prepared to pay money, even though he's 32, to bring him back to the Premier League now? Chelsea and Man United are both... man. But yeah, mate, he was a wonderful goal scorer. Not many in world football can do it better, to be honest with you, brothers. But the relationship broke down with Arteta, and that was it. He's got Arsenal tattooed on his skin. Like, I reckon he wants to go Chelsea. Well, he's going to sign for Chelsea. If it's a choice between Chelsea and Man U, I reckon he'll go Chelsea because it's a London club. He loves London. But he'll still be going Chelsea. I love you too, man. It looks like most of the people are out. Alright, I was just about to look at that. Free Palestine. Buckney Linda's out too. Everyone's leaving. But yeah, shouts out to the rest of us that I hear them. Who is here? Hank you, mate? Yeah, I know, bruv. Obviously, he'll sort himself out. Do you know what I mean? He's been in and out for a little while. His confidence is obviously a bit bruised. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it just goes to show you he was never as good as what a lot of people thought. Do you know what I mean? Because any decent footballer would still go back to League A and murk it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, almost time to duck off the stream. Who's with me, people? What is the motive? What is good? Got a couple of bits and pieces to be doing now, as you do. Makes me wonder, man. Tavares, he could be coming back, seriously. Could there be a plan for him to come back? If he carries on scoring goals like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, bros, we're done. There's no money you can get from him. If he has a great season, everyone knows they have to just wait another 6 months and they can approach him, leave him at Arsenal. Look at that. I'll have to go look at that. There was obviously something in it. They must have seen, like, even on his debut for Arsenal against Rangers, he scored. I think it only took him 1 or 2 Premier League games. I think he even scored a Premier League game for us, a Premier League goal for us. So he's clearly got an eye for a goal. And look at the way he started in France. What I was saying to you, Yui basically messaged me today saying it was absolutely criminal the way to all the Arsenal fans, and we did. He goes, considering he was so young, coming from Portugal, you know, which is kind of true. He goes, like, a lot of you guys crucified him, and I goes, yeah, you're right. On hindsight, bros, you know. And you know what I mean? Hopefully that experience and then brutalities in the Premier League will do him some good for the future, you know what I mean? Because the mistakes he was making, though, were like just really bad positional ones. You're thinking, like, come on, like, you're a defender, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, there was 2 sides to that. Like, we're not talking about his going forward ability or his pace, you know what I mean? Or his eye for goal. We weren't. We're just talking about him as a defender. But guys, it almost is time to go. Wednesday, Aston Villa. What's your score predictions? Man, I reckon no one any plays. And that still makes me think, well, if he doesn't trust Lukonga over El Nini, why haven't we got another central midfielder? Why didn't he just let Lukonga go on loan to like AC Milan? Or even Ross, or even just sell him? Little bastard fly. Like this fruit fly again. I swear it's been in here for about a week. You know that terrorizing me. That's what I'm saying. It was the brutal, like, just, yeah. And again, for me, that will take a really good coach, you know what I mean? I don't know if that will be the guy in Marseille, but yeah, Marseille is probably a decent place to learn though. Yeah, Conte would love him. The problem is though, bros, as you can see, even down to Tottenham today. Again, bros, I hate to say it, Conte's is levels above a lot of managers. He probably still hasn't got half what he wanted, you know what I mean? He's still crying he wants 1 or 2 more. I feel Levy's trying to run away from him now, do you know what I mean? Alright, cool, this fly wants to death of it. There's a fly following me. And then it disappears like a little bitch as soon as I spin around. But guys, give me some more comments. What's your last final thoughts before I go? Villa must win. No, it's golf and Rory McIlroy. I was waiting that to be Anthony. Bro, I'll catch you on the group shortly. I forgot. Yeah, I was meant to message you yesterday as well. Are you live on the both groups, Hamza? You're on the WhatsApp as well right now, yeah? But respect to you. Cam, how are you? And good evening. I haven't read the story. I do believe the man himself, Yumi, has just sent that to me. I see for Gemma today, West Ham won. Boy, do you know what I mean? Wolves had a couple of chances. Tight game, man. Obviously, it was always going to be a difficult game. But is that West Ham up and running now? And yeah, for me, it's almost time to go. 52 minutes. Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Any more final thoughts for me? As I said, Villa Wednesday, Sunday, Man U. Tillemans, yes or no? Zaha and Oloisi, 2 Palace wingers, available for around 35. Asensio, could there be something in this? Man, what do you think, guys? Get it into the comments before we leave the building. What we say, my juniors, my real ones. Bang, 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 bang. Who's going to talk to me? Cam's up in the place. What does he feel? I'm good, mate. Just tired. Gemma's happy with the win. I fucking bet she is, mate. I bet she's happy with Paqueta incoming. And word is, they still ain't done there. Do you know what I mean? I see they went to a back 3 today. Cresswell on the back 3. I thought Cresswell was getting dropped for Emerson. Emerson played wing back. Cresswell went back 3. Interesting. But they have got a couple of defenders out, haven't they? So whether it will stay like that, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was 1-0. All right. Who scored the second? I did not see a second. I know Skamaka started. How was he looking? And as you're a secret West Ham man, and Gemma is fully a hammer, tell me, how long has Declan got on his contract? I know he thought he was ducking this year for Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Go on. Shouts out to Yumi. Who else is it? So sorry, people. Right, who's with me? Oh, 2-0. Oh, okay. I think, yeah, West Ham were 1-0 today. 2-0 against Villa. Yeah, people. How's it going? Arsenal to beat Villa 2-1. Evening, Craig. What's good? I was just about to leave, but let's stay for another few minutes. Craig, Cam, I think Han Yumi's gone. Before we all disappear, really and truly, are we going to buy anyone? The Neto thing, I'm not so sure. I believe we thought he was worth... See, someone bid, allegedly, I don't know, was it a Newcastle, about 20, 21 mil or something. So I believe we must have thought we could have got him reasonably cheap. And obviously, that hasn't occurred, because I'm hearing 50, 60 mil. If you're willing to pay 50, 60 mil, man, there's other wingers out there. 2-1 and 2-0. Right. So we did concede against Fulham. Totally Gabriel's fault. See, I think Villa will score. They're going to come like wounded wolves, man. (3-1) Arsenal, I'm going to go at this moment. But I'll get back to you on the actual preview. But yeah, West Ham up and running, man. And Declan Rice, I'm pretty sure he's got 2 years on his deal. With no intention of signing. So, was it Chelsea who was holding out for? Or does any big London club do? Fuck me, interesting. Yeah? And Casemiro will make his full debut against Arsenal if he doesn't. Whoever they're playing in midweek. Bastard. Alright. Or they put him on the left. Ben White, Zinchenko. If Tierney plays well against Villa, guys, would you leave Tierney in because of like the threat of Anthony Hernandez, or would you go Zinchenko? And the same as Ben White, would you leave Ben White at right back, or would you go with Tomiyasu to combat Anthony? This is where it's interesting. Even though you won't fuck with a unbeaten team, unless forced to with injuries, I doubt he'll change anything. Like, I reckon Zinchenko at this moment would go back in if it was just precautionary. With Partey being out, does he play El Nini or Lokonga? If he plays El Nini, it makes me wonder how much faith he has in Lokonga. And then why haven't we just got a central midfielder in already? Interesting. See, I wouldn't want Partey to be out for anything more than a minute, day, 2 weeks, anything. Makes me wonder if he got like a month injury, would that have forced us to get a Tielemans? I don't know. Tielemans has been available the whole window, like, you know? It seems a weird thing to leave it to the last day. What if Leicester just said, fuck you? We're going to make the cunt see out his deal. It's probably unlikely, but what if they did do that? They've already got a lot of money for Fofana. See, here's the thing. I don't think Pino's going to happen. Even though he fits the profile, he's 19, he's a winger, exciting. He's Spanish, Arteta's Spanish, so he should know a bit about his fellow countrymen. I'd like to see Pino. But word is they want 60, then they want 50, then he's available at 40. Like, from what I'm hearing, from just a friend that lives in Spain, yeah, you know what I mean? So it's no, you know what I mean, no journalist or nothing, but he's like, bro, the papers are saying out here that Arsenal ain't made a bid. There's just interest. And that sounds very, very Arsenal style. So yeah, I don't believe we've bid for Pino. Maybe a little word with the agent, like Rafinha, possibly. Realistically, I think there was something in Neto. I don't think that'll get done either, not at that kind of money. Like, we must really trust in him if we spend 50 mil on this geezer. Fuck. Central midfield. You see the new Wolves guy today. He looks really good. Neves, exceptional as well today. if you had the ambition, that's what I'm saying. For me, it's the Neves, the Declan Rice. Tielemans just ticks every boxes, yeah, because we know he's a decent player, but it's a reasonable price. He's got a year left on his deal. He's refused to sign. And as we've all apparently heard, he only wants to sign for Arsenal. So that puts us in a good fucking position. Ain't the ideal signing for me. But I have a feeling, bros, we're going to get a loan. Someone like Asensio. I don't think we'll do Oloisi, Zaha, Pina. What we really need a winger. Martinelli can't play at that high level all season. Saka's already looking tired, laugh out loud. We need someone to keep these two on their toes and someone to give them a rest. Whether it's a 19-year-old Pina or a 29-year-old Zaha. I'm open to any. But yeah, Partey's already injured and Xhaka will get a red card soon. So my heart wants a winger, but my head says we have to do a deal for a central midfielder. And it's probably going to be Tielemans. If we're to get a second guy, Cameron Craig, I reckon it'll be the boy on loan, Asensio. That is the best I could see happening there, in all honesty. But anyway, guys, it is time to go. Over an hour in. Shouts out to all the real ones. Cam, Craig, Gemma, Hanyumi, Linda, Hussein Juma, the real one, Ty, WB, all the real ones. We know who they are. We all know who the real ones are. And my gosh, just as I'm leaving, would you believe it? Hazard, give me a couple of words of inspiration. I'm honestly just going. Can't go yet. All right then, bro. Inspire me. What do you think? Bro? Again, a Spanish source tells me today. Nah, just a friend that's actually in Spain. And yeah, he's literally told me that, bro, everything that you either read in the papers or talk to fans on road, Arsenal have got an interest in Pina, but there's been no bid. So it's dumbass time on the phone. Hazard, are we going to get any signings? Mate, I want to win that badly, but I'll sacrifice that for a central midfielder. You know what I mean? Whether it be Tielemans. Declan Rice has got just under 2 years on his deal. Refused the deal at West Ham. The Chelsea thing's blowing up on him. Why don't we go in for him, bros? If we were willing, I'm sure he'd be willing, man. But don't get it wrong, Tielemans will do. But talk to me, Hazard. I said to the real ones, I think, yeah, there might be something in this Asensio. Asensio on loan, perhaps? And maybe a deal for Tielemans? Oh, wow. Now the real one's going to start turning up. You fuckers, I was just leaving. All right, let me get my game face back on. Is Cameron Craig still here? I don't think so, bros. From what I'm hearing, we like him. There is an interest. We like him. There is an interest. Hold on, guys. Sorry. So yeah, Neto, I don't think so, mate. I think it's been overpriced. You know what I mean? I'm hearing they want like 50, 60 mil. And why not? As far as you know, they're not really in no broke or desperate need to sell situation. You know what I mean? They've got another winger with a year on his deal they'd probably rather get rid of. That Traore who went to Barcelona. See, I watched Neto today. I did see the pass you were talking about. I don't know, bros. I thought that when Jota went to Liverpool, though, I have to say that. And it just seemed he went up levels. Mate, Zaha, you know. Wow. All right, let me just ask you, would you have Neto at 50 million? Because according to reports this evening, Wolves have suddenly been like, all right, cool, calm. It's 50, 60 mil. Zaha, we know. He'd love to join Arsenal. He's got a year in his deal. And that really means in January, which ain't that far away, he could negotiate with foreign teams for free. Mate, it's so regular, I don't even hear them. And even Oloisi, you have to ask yourself, has he really got a £35 million release clause? Because even though he hasn't really shown like nutty amounts of good form or a scoring record, feeling as a motherfucker, probably the same way you're talking about him. This kid looks all right. And 35 mil these days doesn't really get you much. Ask Everton, it gets you a Wobie. Zaha, I reckon, you know what I mean? He can leave. Like, he could double bluff. His agent could double bluff them. There's interest from Juventus. They love people on a free. He's going to sign a pre-contract in January. Or he could accept 20 million from Arsenal on the last day of the window. I reckon you could get Zaha for cheap. Fuck knows. Fling in Nelson, you know what I mean? So at that money then, if it was 50, 60 mil, I'm sure there's someone else out there, brother. Benchmark for Palace. Yeah, but you know what, yeah? Maybe Vieira, like some managers do things annoyingly, as we've spoken before. He seemed to do the same with Eze last year. Now, I know Eze come back from a really long injury, but he really, like, even 2-3 months after his injury, he was giving him 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. See, do you know, even when he come on against us on the first day of the season, he just seems to be a little bit exciting, like, you know what I mean? Like Zaha. This is what I'm saying, guys. We all know he wants Arsenal. He'd go to any big Premier League team, but he's been Man United before. I'm sure a London club is what he wants, you know what I mean? Like, I'm honestly not sure. If no disrespect to like any Brentford, Fulham, Wolves, Villa. If that was his choices at the end of the season, I reckon you'd sign you do at Palace. But we all know there's too many smart German teams, too many Italian teams that will take him on a free. Do you know what I mean? Because he's still got something to offer. He gets clipped and hit so many times, penalties, free kicks. Do you know what I mean? So many assists, goals. You know what I mean? He's got 2 or 3 already this season. Anything he does at Palace, if he got 10 goals and 10 assists at Palace this year, I reckon he could almost double that at Arsenal. Just for the want of wanting to be in there, just for the better service of being around him, just for knowing it's his last chance. Well, see, this is the thing. I've heard that differently. I've heard Chelsea, obviously Hudson-Odoi gone. If they can get Ziyech gone, they're definitely going for Zaha. Just they actually really did. They're ignorant enough to think they were going to get their first 2 choices. Because it wasn't Sterling or Rafinha. The way I've heard it is, it was always Sterling and Rafinha. Whether that is true or not. Exactly. And Vieira's already hinted. He's been a brilliant person, great guy since he's come in. But I've also heard Vieira say, when he first got to the club, listen, I know about summer gossip and rumours. And I thought, yeah, you yourself, Vieira, every year at Arsenal. But he was like, I'm not having it. If he wants to go, all he's got to do is knock my door. And then it seemed to go quiet. All I guessed at that time was no one went in for him. Only Everton was allegedly in for him. Battery low, guys. Only Everton was in for him. And I do reckon Everton's and whatever the Villas in the world will come in for him as well. Villa went for Sarr. So I wouldn't be surprised if a Villa went in for him. Everton went in for him. But deep down, we know he doesn't want a Villa or an Everton. But why won't Arsenal do it? Like, a lot of the... How do I word them? The fans that obviously very much do believe and see the process. Oh, Dan, sell on value. See, that doesn't really wash with me. We've got an England international. Ainsley. We can't sell him. Aubameyang, we couldn't sell him. We give Lacazette away for free. Like, we don't actually get money for our players anyway. You know? So I see the module, but I'm saying, like, it's our 20 million. Like, we've just lost 72 on Pepe. It wouldn't be that bad. And I think, yeah, if his agent went and said, yeah, Juventus and Werder Bremen and Leverkusen and Dortmund have all put offers down to him for January, or accept 20 mil from Arsenal now, I think they accept the 20 mil. Well, I'm just saying, innit? Well, yeah. And we might not get that 20 million back, but I do promise you, you're going to get, I reckon, 3, 4, 5 very good seasons out of him. And even in 3, 4 seasons, if he has looked after himself very, very well, I mean, certain players don't just die at 33, 34 anymore. We know we've got Saka, Martinelli. They're the main guys. This is the guy that comes on the last 10, 20 minutes to proper run and take the piss out of people. You know what I mean? This is what I reckon. He's done everything he could. I even remember last summer, it was so, like, as me and you know, just from owning phones, it's not that easy for anyone just to get in your phone. So when from his device it come out, him in an Arsenal top, him on a bed sleeping, whatever, it wasn't me, my friend done it. How did your friend get into your phone? It was his way of saying, I want to go Arsenal. Ian Wright, legendary Stiley. Oh yeah, both would have come from Palace. Could both be from the same area. But yeah, I think that would be a deal you could get done reasonably cheap. Seriously. Vieira's not a dickhead. Vieira's not a guy that's going to want an unhappy player there. Because as I say, Zaha might not even be fucked up with Vieira. If it is your Brentford, you're not on a Forest. You might just say, no, allow it, innit? Thanks, but no thanks. I'll see out my year at Palace. But Vieira knows Arsenal. He knows Arsenal well. If we make any kind of sensible offer and Zaha gets wind of it, Zaha wants out. That is going to be facts. So, yeah. But it is almost time for me to go. So, yeah. I dread... And by the way, Hazard, I don't know if you actually know, someone said to me, oh, it's Hanyumi, our very good friend. You'll have to scroll up in the comments. He went, damn, it really seems like you've changed your whole opinions on Xhaka since the documentary. And as I said, bros, you know what? There's not many things that dickhead documentary taught me, but it taught me one thing. We knew it already, Hazard. We're smart enough. But there is no leaders in that dressing room. Like even the English guys, Ben White, Holden, they don't say a word. Win, lose, or draw. Only Xhaka, effing blinding. What the fuck was this? What the fuck was that? That was fucking shit. I was hoping Gabriel had a voice on this. It was all edited. I never heard him say a word. Only to Uber, who you can see he very much respected. Odegaard, never heard his voice once. Fuck knows how he got the captain's armband, but there you go. Hold on, here's the thing, Hazard. And this was something I said to someone earlier in the stream. I like our 1-11. As we all know, even yesterday against Fulham, though, lowly Fulham, a team that could get relegated. It wasn't a very convincing, you know what I mean? When 2-1 at home, I expected 3-0, you know? And it happens. It's all good. What I'm basically saying is, though, just taking away Partey and Zinchenko, bros, that is a worry. But this happened last year because it was Partey and Tierney last year. Like, thank God we've got 2 this year. But as I say, as much as I've changed a lot of my opinions on Xhaka, I still know, because I've watched this guy for 5 years, I still know at some point this season, he'll do a granite. He'll be 1-on-1. As he said at Liverpool, why was I 1-on-1? Where's the central defence? That's why I had to kick him in his chest. That's why I had to get sent off. Otherwise, it's 1-0. I made the right choice. And like literally a fuck you to everyone else. Like that's a guy that's even got as much authority as a manager. Literally, he was arguing alongside, and Arteta's next to him, and he's telling them, "What the fuck? If Saka didn't lose the ball, blah blah blah. Where's the defence? Why am I the last man back?" That's why I kicked him in his chest. All right, cool, bro. So Xhaka gets a red card against Villa, and Partey's already out though. God forbid. This is what I'm saying, bros. It hurts us as a team because if we did draw against Villa and we finished 2 points behind Champions League, well, that is it. It's the whole we didn't have strength in depth. We couldn't replace Partey. Xhaka is Xhaka. Like whether I've half changed my opinion on him, I definitely know he'll do a granite once or twice this season. Lose his head. You can see it the way he talks in the dressing room. He's passionate. You know what I mean? He works on heart and instinct. And I've learned that watching this fucking documentary. So, a leopard can't change his spots. Yeah, he stays out of tackles a lot more now. He doesn't go sliding into tackles because he knows he gets sent off. But it's all the other calamities. Kind of noticed that a little bit last season. I can't lie. But you can always see like with passion, even though no one celebrated harder than my guy. And people are telling me, Dan, selling, he ain't bigger than the club. Hazard. Dan, he ain't played 1 game for the club. How do you know he's that good? Hazard. You can see even the way Saliba celebrates, he's as passionate as fuck. I don't love Opta stats and the Sky thing, but you know what I mean? A lot of other people seem to believe in it. There's a lot of defenders to choose from in the Premier League. at a lot of higher price tags. Fafanas, Maguires, Varanes. Yeah? Remember I told you I choose no one over William Saliba. And he's proven everything I've said right. I still feel, maybe because we haven't got another left-footed centre-back to replace Gabriel, all right, that's a blatant Gabriel mistake, you know what I mean? The header, what was he supposed to do? You know what I mean? I think he's been perfect. Whether it was an Edmond Topsoda, I don't know. You can see eventually we're going to need another left-footed central defender. Because if Gabriel got injured or whatever, he's going to put Tierney there or Ben White. You know what I mean? I still can't believe he's got Holding, but watching the documentary tells you why. Holding's just one of them guys. He's like a yes man. Hello, Mikel Boss. How shall I wipe your trousers for you today? He's just that guy. Even on the documentary, I don't care if I play or I don't, la la la, preferably I do. But if I play 7 games and we get whatever Champions League football, I've done my job. Okay, he's the ultimate squad player, but away at Tottenham. That doesn't happen if Saliba there. In my opinion, if Uber or Saliba was there last year, we're a Champions League team. Uber would have scored the goals, but forget him. Saliba wouldn't have been spun and sent off at Totti. He's way too good. Like Fofana, 70 mil. Fofana ain't played for the French national team, you know. And remember, he's had a season or 2 in the Premier League over my guy. Kanate plays for the Champions League winners. And believe me, as soon as he's back next week, he will be the #1 defender alongside Van Dijk. Yeah? He still don't play for France over Saliba. Do you know what I mean? Upamecano, multi-million-pound Bayern Munich central defender. We all knew about him from where was he? RB or wherever he was smashing it in Germany. Everyone wanted him. But we already had Saliba. Thank you so much. And I do love giving my and running my and making my head bigger like the Saliba thing, bros, you know what I mean? As I said, honestly, I know you probably can't remember this day, but when we did chuck him out immediately after the MK Dons 45 minutes, I said to YouTube, is it because he's like very cocky, calm on the ball? Because that's all I could see. You could see he walked into the fence like, right, well, this is where I play. I'm number 6 or number 4. Like, bang, I'm that guy. Like St. Etienne, okay, you know what I mean? Even perhaps one more. But man, we didn't have good enough players at the club then. So I see that as a massive strike on Mikel Arteta's management ability. How can't you see that, Mari? You had the satisfaction of loaning him for 6 months. For me, he was terrible in the 6 months. But Arteta bought him. But literally 6 months later, got rid of him. You had William Saliba. And I know Hazard likes Ben White, but even that was kind of unnecessary. If Ben White was so elite last season, he'd be an England international because everyone's shit, like Maguire and that. You know what I mean? He'd be doing what Saliba does, walking into the French national team. Ben White, man, I don't know. I worry for that guy. It's good he's getting minutes at right back, but what happens if Tommy does come back in? See, I think Ben White's one of them who Arteta just likes. He likes him as a human being. He likes him in the changing room. Again, I don't know for what reason, but he clearly likes the guy. Sorry, guys, I'm on so long, I've got to roll the Zoom very quickly. But he obviously likes the guy. And it's going to be hard for Arteta to drop him for William Saliba. But yeah, that confuses me. Sorry, guys, in case you thought I've gone mad. Huz, do you get what I mean? Like, I don't know. He likes 2 left-footed centre backs. Well, he's only got 1 now, but he's still got Holding. But after Totti, I really thought Holding would have been gone. Like, gone. I've never liked Holding. He's not good enough for Arsenal. But anyway, these ain't my bitchings. I'm just saying, like, how did Holding play football over fucking Saliba? And as I told you, ignorantly enough, and I will look at your comments in a minute, Has. He goes, oh, but he wouldn't have played last year. Oh, yes, he fucking would have, bros. Because as soon as he would have got in ahead of Bay and Shod White, he would have never have let him get back in the team. That's how good Saliba is. Like, is it Didier Deschamps still in charge of France? Like, he's a bit of a hard-ass bastard as it is, you know what I mean? France, if they don't want to play you, they don't play you. We even seen that with Benzema. And then they went season after season fucking Giroud the dickheads. But anyway, that ain't the point. What I'm saying is now, is there a corner turned in Arteta's managerial style? Has he learned anything from Uber? Has he learned anything from just shunning Saliba away for no reason? Do you know what I mean? Even down to Guendouzi. He played 50 Premier League games in a row as a 17-18-year-old coming in, yeah, from France. That was a lot of experience. He could have even used some of Guendouzi's experience before he bombed him out. All I'm saying is now, for me and Arteta to ever have any arrest or for me to ever think he is half decent, it's these decisions. Next January, would you get rid of Jesus for being late, but then not bring in a striker to replace him? Yeah, I hear that, bros. And I do think he should have at least banged one of them away. There is the other way of putting it, though. He, with his pace and overall enthusiasm, he actually opened up things a lot. So, yeah. He's got to do better than that, though, yeah, because obviously it's written into his contract. He's going to come on every game, 10, 15 minutes, so. And then obviously play in other competitions. But that isn't necessarily what we need, mate. I just think we need a good old-fashioned winger. Like Rafinha would have ticked the box perfectly. Zaha, just a winger, mate. We don't need nothing else, nothing more fancy. A winger that goes past people, is tricky, fast, earns a lot of free kicks, penalties, assists and goals. Zaha's done that for years in the Premier League. I already reckon so as well. Like with beyond all my wildest imaginations and how much I love this guy, like he literally was my own kid or something, yeah. I could never have imagined he would have come in and been as amazing as he's been. I wasn't gonna hot you up. So that's what I mean. Like, I'm not gonna call him shit. I'm kind of glad for him, and now he even's got this little right back thing he can play. So I think I'd probably rather him at right back than Cedric if Tommy wasn't about, you know. But again, at £50 million, I don't think it was very, very necessary. Yes, Hazard was that guy. It was a decent block, bros. I get it, but it really is nothing a 50 million guy shouldn't be doing. Like, he's alright, bro. Like, it's hard to say what is a 50 million pound defender if Fofana's 70 mil, but I don't know. Ooh. You ready, Hazard? This will be a long one. I remember what you're talking about. This is definitely Matt Guendouzi, innit? I'll even pin it. What I said at the time was we had seen Vanalum's, Scalacci's, Koscielny's basically come and fell at reasonably high fees. So I said, yeah, bring me an English defender that kind of knows the Premier League, you know what I mean? That knows the mentality and etc. etc. And yeah, and I didn't oppose to Ben White at all. I'm not going to lie, but I was very surprised when it was him because I can't remember exactly. I did name him, but there was at least two others I'd named in that list. Do you know what I mean? Who I'd have went for? Who would they have likely to have been? I can't remember. And this is the thing, I can't really see it either. And I actually can see with the extra games, because you can see last year, we had no FA Cup run, Europa League run. I do believe that was his best chance to make top four. I believe just with Tottenham being a lot better this year, because of Conte, it's tougher. Can Man United be so terrible again for a whole season? I don't know. Chelsea, I don't believe they're going to be shit. If they get Uber, Fofana, which is done, and maybe Gordon, I reckon they're going to be just fine and they will be a top four team. I reckon Conte is sitting back in his house right now, already envisaging that his Tottenham team's a top four team. So if Tottenham and Chelsea are there, and Man City and Liverpool are there, where does Arsenal fit in this? I reckon with no injuries, an injury-free season, bang, this 11 is good enough. But that was a point I want to say to Hazard as well. Now, elite is an interesting word. Why just a party? Because it's convenient. 25 mil, 12 months on his deal. Declan Rice has got 2 years on his deal, and he's a fuck of a midfielder. Why don't we show that ambition? Chelsea wanted him. It was clear. He wouldn't sign a new deal, and now they've changed direction. Okay, Linda, great. That's a very, very unfair opinion because as the real, as it seems, Linda said to me, I was pretty much up for Ben White. I said I was up for an English centre-back from now on, but I'd always made it clear I wanted my Saliba home, and Hazard would be able to tell you that. Do you know what I mean? No one was better than Saliba for me. William Van Saliba. See, this is the thing. Where is Ben White going to prove us all wrong this year? Do you still keep Ben White? Obviously, first of all, against Aston Villa. But you see away at Man United, Anthony could be making his debut. You played Tommy or Ben White right back, Hazard. And yeah, unless Arteta's bang out of order and just drop Saliba for no reason, I don't think he's getting that right-sided centre-back position back. I'm not opposed to dropping Gabriel. If you're saying put him left-sided centre-back, listen, mate, I don't believe in this left-footed, right-footed centre-back thing, you know what I mean? Oh, bros, I was so ill. It was weird as well, bros. I woke up, I was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I had one drink, it turned me, bros. It was like I got poisoned. Seeing is believing. I was with Lee because I was like, Lee, I'm sick, I'm out. Maximum, difficult to get. 2 reasons. He's already kind of said he wants Champions League, even though it ain't us, and a London club. He's kind of apparently already said these things. But he's also followed that up with, I'd sign a new deal at Newcastle. The project is good here. I love the fans. I love the city. So maximum is doable, but where Newcastle have got so much money, they won't be mugged off. Never as I'll go for, mate. But again, that's what I'm saying. We're going to take, if we go for anything, it'll be the easy option. Right now, why should we get just as good as Partey, just as good as Xhaka? I want a bit better. And I think Ruben Neves is a bit better. I think Declan Rice is a bit better. And slowly, that's when we start challenging for the title. If it ain't just a shit right back we buy when we eventually address the right back situation, we buy a good right back. Someone that's first choice or very close to it. When we come to buying a real number 2 for Ramsdale, someone just as good as him, maybe just as expensive as him, maybe even more expensive than him. You get my drift? 2 class players for every position, and then we'll be fine. And I actually don't believe we're that far away. I'd 1 in that central midfield. I'd 1 winger. We know 1 striker. You can't do it all this window. 1 right back, 1 left-footed centre back, 1 goalkeeper. We're very close. Do you know what, bros? See, I've watched obviously highlights all over the place. Didn't catch the game live. I was ill, yeah. But I've had so many different opinions on that. Like, one guy thought he was shit. One guy thought he was good. Here he goes. Oh, I didn't even see that. But well, this is what I'm saying. So hold on. Let me just back up that and go into what I was talking about. That because I think DD fucked me up. With Tottenham being a lot better, and you can see that. Richarlison's looking good. Kane is going to get that on fire touch. He'll be top scorer this season, I reckon. Back to that usual Harry Kane. God forbid if they add anyone. But you can see even these Pulisics, they're putting in shifts. I hate to say it, you know what I mean? I don't think they're so much better than us, but I think their manager is world class and he knows how to get his team Champions League football, just like he did last year. So at this moment, I reckon Tottenham are going to get Champions League. At this moment, if Chelsea was to get Gordon, Fofana and a striker, Aubameyang, I think Aubameyang is going to score 20 goals and bring Chelsea to Champions League football. After the 9-0, I don't think we think Liverpool on the turn and Man City definitely ain't on the turn. So what I'm saying is, Arteta's a decent manager if he gets top 4 this year. Do you know why? Because it would have been easier last year. Man United, everyone's calling them banter club. And yes, the way they started, Brentford 4-0, that is banter. Put Casemiro in, put Anthony in, you know what I mean? Get a couple of idiots out, whether it is Maguire, whether it is Ronaldo. I'm not saying they're going to be brilliant straight away, but you know what I mean? They're not going to be shit. Newcastle are going to be a good team this season. But oh yeah, let me finish this. So basically, we had no games to play last year and still couldn't get Champions League. So it's either you just play not good enough or blah, blah, blah. This year we're going to play more games. You're going to hope to play more FA Cup games. You're going to play a lot of Europa League games. You know what I mean? It's 6 just for the groups alone, you know what I mean? So that's 6 more games before Christmas that we didn't have last year. And the travelling, you know what I mean? Then back, Thursday game, then Sunday, Premier League. And if the Partys and Zinchenko's are getting injured, my worry is it's not going to be much different. So Jesus, yes, blinding, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, like Vieira, is he ready-made to play now? Because even though I love buying players for the future, we're still not quite ready. We need to buy players for now, and that can all come. As I say, a Declan Rice in the centre midfield. Bang. Pienaar, a Zaha winger. There's the young or the old option. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, brother. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he would rock the boat, to be honest with you. Newcastle have got money. They could pay him. Yeah, I kind of noticed this as well. Interesting. So that's what I was literally saying for Hazard, because I'm not fazed by a right-footed centre-back playing at playing where Gabriel plays. Like, obviously, he had Pablo, Mari, and you know what I'm saying, Gabriel for last season. He hasn't addressed that holding. He has still got 4 centre-halves, but only one of them is left-footed. There is none, not from me anyway. What I'm saying is, though, has he learned from last year? Main points being, let's say if it was Jesus, keeps turning up late for training and he wants to sell him this January. Will he do it again? Knowing that it's only Nketiah now. Not even Nketiah and Lacazette, it's only Nketiah. Would he loan out a central defender 2 years in a row? That is better than pretty much all of them you've got. So you even had to spend £50 million to prove you didn't need this guy around at your club. If Ben White was so good again, Sleeve wouldn't be playing in this fucking position right now. Really and truly, he should just go before I get the shirt out of the cupboard and go and take the number 4 off his fucking back. But there's no division. I'm just hoping he's learnt Hazard. Hazard, he had no FA Cup last year. Yeah? We've got 6 games in Europe. Trips to Holland, I know they ain't that far. Switzerland and Norway, thankfully they ain't across the world. But 6 Europa League games before Christmas. I think before November, actually. They come thick and fast. And if we're getting injuries, Thomas Partey, if Exaka does an Exaka, well then, again, I know you're not stupid, but then it's Lokonga and Elneny. The only one he's been consistent this year, because I reckon it's written into the contract, he's getting on Nketiah sharpish with about 15 minutes to go every time. Even if Jesus has got 2 goals, that must be really annoying for Jesus as well, wanting to complete a hat-trick, but knowing he has to come off, because Nketiah has to come on. Yo, Lakers! How dare all of you? I've been trying to get out of here from 1 hour, you know that, and you've all come in late. Hold on, let me see. Again, Hazard, these are points. I'm not going to... All right, when we're winning, I'm not going to say that now, but yeah. I hate it when people like Villarreal are just on the bench and they get 0 minutes. Like, I see it as fucking pointless, do you know what I mean? Like when he was doing it to certain of the kids last year. All I'm hoping is now, don't know what Craig is saying, I can't talk for him, is that he's learnt now. Would he sell Jesus in... Say Jesus starts disturbing everyone in the change room now, allegedly what Uber done, and it's time to sell him immediately. We've only got Nketiah. Would he do that all over again? Or just keep Jesus thinking, fuck it, I need Champions League football? I'd like to think he's learned from the Guendouzi situation as well. It's hard to come along a 20-year-old that can play for France, you know what I mean? And consistent as he is. You know? And get the silly money that we got for him just because you didn't like him. So I'd like to think he's learned has. So the jury's out on that bit, yeah. And yeah, and obviously Hazard knows this as well, but this is me and your biggest fears. We see the Zinchenko maybe pull up and Thomas Partey. The central midfield getting injuries is worrying for me. God bless Elneny, you know what I mean? But he ain't a world beater. He will give you 100%, but his 100% ain't that great. Well, he gave him a new contract, and this is the thing. These are Arteta decisions. He gave Uber a contract at 350 and then decided it weren't working for him no more. He must have known his personality or his lifestyle or whatever a bit. You know, apparently if the dossier was that big, guys, he must have known what was it the minute he signed that contract, the dossier opened, like. But yeah, this is what I'm saying, like, I hope he's learned from Guendouzi rather than trying to get rid of him for 50 quid. Guendouzi is better than Oaneni, you know what I mean? He doesn't seem to trust Lokonga. So I hope he's learned. I hope he's now a better manager. But imagine if I went mad after a loss, then would you so quickly say that to me? But yeah, I don't know. I totally get your point, brother. But again, anyway, yeah. As I said, I asked for 5 for 5, so I can't say shit. Villa's Wednesday, innit? Lee, I'm so sorry. People was asking, was I doing watch along? Are you going to the game on Wednesday, Lee? Most definitely. And I'll tell you another thing no one's mentioned here. So I tell you the biggest positive of this season for me, and this is where Hazard's going to love me again. He calls me the king of YouTubers, so you can say it one more time, Hazard. Even though I was sick and didn't really watch the game on Saturday, as soon as I see we're 1-0 down, I got this horrible feeling of, oh God, Arteta's back. And I tried to watch the game for a minute before knocking out, back to sleep. And when I woke up, I remember grabbing my phone, like properly scared, bruv. Like, you know, like this is a life and death situation. Was it 1-1 or did we lose 1-0? And when I see 2-1, I literally was like, fucking, like we won the cup. What that could have shown me is, and again, bigger teams, it was going to be a lot more difficult. But yeah, the previous Arteta's Arsenal may have caved. You know what I mean? Maybe Mitrovic would have got the second on the header, you know? But we did come back, whether it was a bit of a lucky deflection, whether it was a bit of a scrappy second goal, 87th, 88th minute. But bollocks, they all count, mate. And the game lasts 90 minutes. So, yeah. I didn't see a nervous Arsenal. I didn't think we were great after Fulham scored. I thought we should have went up even more levels. But Nketiah came on, opened up the game a lot, just worried them with his pace and general movement. So, yeah. More courageous. Could that be a little bit of a corner turn? Because last year, for me, that's a 1-0 loss or 1-1. So that's my biggest point of this season. When I was sick on my bed, you know what I mean? We're 1-0 down, I feared the worst. Where a confident Arsenal fan should be thinking, nah, we'll come back and win 5-1 now. I was fearing the worst. Was the confidence hit? And I hadn't even seen the calamity for the fucking goal. So watching live, I'd have been fucking having a heart attack. Yeah, and Gabriel has got to cut that shit out. What did Hazard say? Yeah, new bank, I don't know, mate, so why not? Exactly, yeah. And mate, yes, that's what I mean, because Zaha is quality. You know what I mean? He's Premier League proven. He's scored goals at Palace and assisted all his career. He supports Arsenal. He lives in London. There's nothing to acclimatise to. There's nothing to be shocked at. You know what I mean? He'll come in like a duck out of water. Again, I wonder just why, again, Arteta wouldn't see this. It wouldn't cost that much. Vieira wouldn't have it. He's got less than a year on his deal. Villarreal wouldn't have this kind of bollocks going on. So yeah, we have to make the move, but we won't because he's not sellable. Well, we can't get money for our players. So what the fuck is it? And you can't stand for any. No matter how good they are. There is standards to adhere to. Alright, adhere to. Alright. I hear that. So again, what I said was, has Arteta learned? So this season, as unbelievable as it sounds, Jesus has come back from Brazil national squad or whatever, late, and he's went to go and visit his bird in Brazil. And he's back late. Does he treat him the same way as he does with Uber? Will he get a second chance? What I'm saying is, you can't do that and then not let us get top 4. He'll never have an easier chance of getting top 4. Tottenham was shit until Conte come in. Man United was shit most of the season. We all want first, yeah, but yeah. That's what I'm saying. From here now, bro, if anyone had a sense at the club, you know what I mean? The odd young player, the odd galère here or there. The odd promising 17, 18-year-old talent from France here and there. But right now, I don't care if we go on like we Real Madrid. One sign this season. Galacticos only. Do you know what I mean? Next summer, Declan Rice or whatever. But yeah. I mean, just the real things that we need to make it levels better. When we buy a right back of real quality. If we do so, Holding, bring in a fourth centre back of preferably left footed, but I don't care if he's left or right footed. But of Saliba, Gabriel's, and Ben White's quality, as good as all 3 of them. That's when you become an elite club. Most definitely, bros. But I did say, and I'm apparently pessimistic, Danny. Yeah, we will win unless we're shit our first 5 games of the season. I've said this consistently after every win and before the season started. I do believe the fixture calendar has been very kind to us. Like, even when the big teams come along now, it's banter club away. But even Totty and Liverpool are back to back, but they're both home. I know we're going to have a very difficult middle or a tragic end to the season, but yeah, it has been if you look at it. And I'll go looking for that later actually and say, Hazard, this is what I'm going to put ratings on Arteta's name. In fact, I could find now Arteta's problem months in this season. Very quick. So let's just go through to like December. All right, November. Chelsea away, Wolves away, West Ham home, Brighton home. Newcastle, Totty, Man U, Everton, Bradford. Let me get to the end of the season. In the last 5, we do have Man City away, Chelsea home, Newcastle away. We got done there. That's the last 5 games of the season if we're going for top 4 anyway. Man City away, Chelsea home, Newcastle away. So yeah, I'm just saying, I did fully expect these 5 wins though. Sorry, I'm counting Villa already. 4 wins. I don't know, bros, but I think we'll be a lot better than we are now. We'll already be Champions League. I don't believe we're as far behind as Tottenham. I think he would have signed sensible people, got Saliba back quickly. Bro, Bruvs, you'll see, he's too huffy, innit? He had a good start to the window, and then it's quieting down. He'll still soon start making noise, innit? If he's not happy with the money. All I'm saying is, I do think Tottenham are going to finish top 4 this year. Because if anything's going wrong for them in January, he'll threaten to walk out. Or he'll get 70, 80, 90, 100 million to spend in January. And I guarantee you this. And as I've said to you, they had 200 million, I said, this summer, and they've got at least 100 million already for January. What are you saying? What are you saying? No, what I wouldn't have done was, though, yeah, I wouldn't have allowed Aubameyang to go without Edu or someone, even alone as a striker. I do feel that affected the club worse. I honestly see nothing in the Amazon documentary to see where he was that bad. It was all hearsay. The dossier was hearsay. Certain players seem to really be shocked and really liked him. Gabriel, for one. You know, and he's the one that gave him the contract. He should have known a bit more about him, I believe. So no, disciplinary can't be breached. But again, for me, if you haven't got a replacement, was he such a bad egg that you couldn't have just used him until the end of the season? Literally told him, you're out at the end of the season, but we need some goals, mate. Do you know what I mean? You know? Not an ultimate, and whatever you want to call it, mate. An ultimate fucking mate, and a fucker mate, and a wanky mate. Anything you like. Uber could have got us the Champions League, bros. That is pretty much all I'm saying. Quicker than Uber or Nketiah. Deep down, I know you know this. What I'm saying is you have to replace. You can't, You give someone the captaincy and 300 grand a week, and then when it suits, he's got to go immediately. I remember, he's going to come back to the Premier League now for money. He wasn't that shit, bros. Man U and Chelsea ain't signing him because he's shit. I'm going to put money down for him. And Lee's going Villa. Nice one, no problem. So that means the watch along will happen, my people. Most definitely. But for me, it was more we're capable of coming back. We weren't just shot to pieces confidence-wise. We didn't just lose the plot. Do you know what I mean? I won't do that, brother. There would have to be exceptional circumstances again. Do you know what I mean? I accept Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, even Man U, Man City. They're very hard fixtures. But yeah, when you're going for Champions League, do I expect us to lose 3 in a row? Palace, Brighton, Southampton. Fuck no, fuck no, fuck no. No way, bros. That's when the elite manager was collecting points with Tottenham. They had no right to get it, bros. Do you know what I mean? Don't know, is he missing Mane? Don't know, bros. I actually couldn't believe that yesterday. Did you actually see his miss as well? His miss was unbelievable. I know it happened really quick. I was very impressed the way Leeds seemed to shit themselves when he come on. And he did open up the game. He's got to get goals though, brother. He's got to get goals, man. Yeah. I don't know. I think Craig said it on the stream the other night, how many goals he scored in his career at Arsenal. And then we all know he has got the 14 shirt. And 100 grand a week. I expect more, man. Well, this is when either, I don't want to label anyone anything. I don't want to say Nketiah lovers anything. I'm just saying this is when some Arsenal fans come crashing back to reality. Whoop, Jesus is injured, and whoop, Nketiah can't score. Whoop. That's what I mean. If Jesus got a month or two injury now. Like, wow. Like, touch wood. God forbid. I worry, innit? I worry first of all for Nketiah, but what if Nketiah doesn't hit the ground running? Then you've got to start looking at taking left wingers out of left wing and putting them up front. Anyway, as I'm saying, listen, blah, 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 I'm cool with Nketiah, la, 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 I think he doesn't deserve £100. What I'm saying is, though, any club that's going to be taken seriously or going for any kind of top 4 challenge, Europa League challenge, FA Cup challenge, I do feel you need the minimum of 3 strikers at your club. I really, as much as people say I hate Arteta, I hope this doesn't come. Remember, I support the club. I hope this doesn't come back to bite him on his ass, because if Jesus goes missing for a period now, boy, it literally is all on Eddie. Literally, guys, all on Eddie. I totally agree with that, man. I totally agree with that. I just need a couple of more goals from him, bro. Seriously. He's on £100 a week, isn't it? But he'll start Europa League games, FA Cup, League Cup, so he'll probably start banging them in there. I did feel that, yep. Well, let's give him a chance, eh, Craig? Because, well, what's our option? It's him or fuck all for an option, mate. So, yeah. Craig, I would have liked a third striker as well. Someone to challenge Nketiah, but anyway. Bruv, his head was not Arsenal anymore. Bruv, he said it. He left because of one guy. He's got the club inked on his skin. Like, if you ain't got some sort of affection for our club, you know what I mean? Like, why would you get it tattooed to you? Like, I doubt he's got Barcelona tattooed to him. I doubt he's about to get Chelsea or Man United tattooed to him. He'd found the club, but more than anything, I think the place that he liked to live, London and that, you know what I mean? He was fully settled. It was a beef with him and Arteta. I believe it could have been squashed. I've watched Aubameyang play football. Squash the beef until the end of the season. Get us Champions 4, then get the fuck out of the club. And I believe Arteta done something to him to make him do that, mate. Like, why would he just do that to the club, to the fans? Interesting. I love it. I love it. I want to go that far. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is so funny. Oh my God. Where is UE today? Well, this is the thing. If you're going to give someone £100 a week at the club, I thought it would have been a touch better. But anyway, it's done. But again, what can I say? This little bastard fucker. Yeah. I hope so. Well, yeah, he's going to play League Cup, and you know what I mean? He's got Zurich, Bodo Glint to play, probably home and away. Yeah, that was one thing, I suppose. Like, yeah, but one thing, say like a Haaland, like a Lewandowski. These guys stand out for one reason because they score goals. Uber does score goals. That's just the situation at Barca, bros. I also believe, but I heard this on ESPN as well. The Lewandowski to Barcelona deal was Edu style, something talked about among agents, not directly clubs, but among agents, Lewandowski himself, um, way back, even before January. Do you know what I mean? So it was a thing where, like, well, you've got to make it clear this is your last year, blah blah blah. So yeah, that was kind of pre-planned. You know what I mean? He knew he weren't doing it, and then he'll lose his place at Bayern Munich or anything silly because he tried to get out and it flopped on him. No, it was premeditated. The agents knew what they were doing. He felt he'd done enough for Bayern in whatever years, and yeah, that was it. But they couldn't turn down the chance to get Uber to help them to top four. In an ideal world, I think they'll get rid of Memphis Depay, De Jong, and all of them, and keep Uber as even as a backup to this guy, or even try what Mikel the Great did and left wing him or something. You know what I mean? But Barcelona are in a situation. It isn't rocket science, you know what I mean? When they were going through with that, I kind of knew that was the end for Uber. So no, I don't think so. I don't think it's funny at all. I'm sure when the day he does leaves, it will be maybe just a short, but thanks for everything you've done, Uber. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure it'll be a very positive message from Barcelona because he scored goals. They got Champions League. I do believe they were about eighth when he joined. See, I kind of agree with that as well, to be honest with you. Like, even forget the shirt, I think 100 grand a week, like, yeah. When you've scored like 10 goals in your career, like, damn. He obviously is Superman in him. He must have seen something like none of us have, and none of us did. And let's hope he shows it. Do you agree with that? He was on so much money he was offered. Honestly, again, I don't believe he'd have done that to the club, tattooed on his skin, or the fans. Literally. He never wanted to leave. Bruvs, even like when he was holding the Barcelona shirt up, bruvs, he literally looked fucking fuming. Like, he smiled one or two times when he scored, but even when he scored, he fucking looked like his heart was still in London. Like, he made it very clear it weren't my colleagues, it weren't the players, it weren't the backroom team, it weren't any of the coaches, it weren't any of the board. It was one person I had a problem with, and that one person had a problem with me. One or the other, eh? Well, again, if things was done differently and he wasn't bombed out of the club in January, la la la, you know what I mean? Maybe he would have more respect. But again, what does he owe Arsenal really and truly now? We kicked him out. We were so keen to get him out. It was, nope, you can't have him on loan. Just take him. You don't have to pay a fee. He was probably shocked about it a bit by a lot of all that. And as I said, he had found his home, Arsenal, and a place where he actually loved. A cosmopolitan place like London, like, you know what I mean? I heard him say it, I never thought I would love London as much as I did. He loved it. That's why I think he will choose Chelsea over Man United. Because he probably still owns his same house. Remember, it was only 6 months ago. He probably can go straight back to his old house. All the garages where all the Ferraris and Lamborghinis are all parked up. Happy days, mate. and Fabregas and Ashley Cole. A lot of people do it. Oh, again, all right. Says Fabregas. And we've heard him, like, you know what I mean? All of his interviews. I wanted to come back to Arsenal. All right, cool. I didn't even want. I pleaded. And then it was like, yeah. Arsenal and Wenger basically told me. We signed Ozil. You went Barcelona. You made your bed. Fuck you. We don't want you back. I felt we still needed him. After that, when you get told to fuck off, what do you do? I love it, Lee. I still won't get there. He's got like 10 goals in his career. I don't get how that earned him £100 a week, but anyway. He had little choice, bros. He was told, go. Most definitely, brother. I enjoyed that though, man. I was meant to be out ages ago. Again, all of that, I get it. But yeah, I just want brute goals from him, you know what I mean? Brute goals. I never liked Rude. Henry was a legend, bros. I know, I can live with it, has, but I must admit as well, maybe not to Craig's level, but it kind of did knock me, to be honest with you. Yeah, it annoyed me a little bit. It annoyed me, Ben White, before. Saliba does know who Vieira is. Do you know what I mean? Trust me. And Saliba does know Arsenal's history. Saliba was pictured 7 years old with an Arsenal kit on. But you know what I mean? I'm just saying, that's why I was pretty pissed off just with Ben White having the number 4. He doesn't even know who Vieira was. Knows zero about the club, you know what I mean? I was like, rah. I can't lie, like, them things really did piss me off about Ben White as well. I was like, shit, you literally are just one of them rich public school boys. You are lucky, you're half decent at football, and right time, right place. You will do, bro, surely. Are we still talking about Uber? Again, brother, if it was on the decline, why is there Premier League teams, Chelsea and Man U, they're not actually shit cunts, you know what I mean? Why are they willing to pay money for him? And a whole load of wages, just saying. Huh. That's quite interesting. Boy, I'm loving this. Loving it. If not retired, honestly, like the next French wonder kid or whatever, the closest thing to a Vieira or whatever Henry you buy again, yeah, maybe you give them that shirt. I don't know, yeah. Something really did kind of knock me with that, yeah. I know it's just a shirt number, you know what I mean? But yeah. Vieira's shirt also. I was delighted when Saliba got it, and when they took it off his back. For a guy that don't know who Vieira is, that really, really did surprise me on a mad level. But guys, I really must go. Hold on, guys. But yeah, should beat Villa. They look so poor. Yeah, I know, man. But boy, it should have been more convincing against Fulham, like, you know. But yeah, most definitely though. I said 5 for 5, and then take it from there. If it's 5 for 5, as obviously I'm pretty sure it will be. If we beat Villa, I don't care how we do it, 90th minute penalty, etc., whatever. It will be good. It will be the one. And then we go to Old Trafford, full of confidence. Even though they will have their Casemiro, they probably will have their Anthony, but you know, fuck it. Who cares? What do you think at Old Trafford? If we've won 5 in a row, if we beat Villa, this is the last question I'm asking, then I'm out of the building, my people. Provided we do beat Villa, so Sunday, Old Trafford. I wonder first of all, will he change the formation? I doubt it. I doubt he'll fuck with the winning team, the winning formula, either way. But I don't think he'll go 3 at the back, like Ben White, Saliba, and Gabriel. That would be tough to get through. And then it says Zinchenko and Tomiyasu. The only drawback is Tomiyasu won't get forward very much. But what is the kind of score we're looking for at Old Trafford? Are we going there straight victory? Is a draw a good result? Come on, you win 5 in a row. I'm going there looking, boy, we should go out there in the first 20 minutes as confident as hell. I'm not sure, bros. As I said, the Tillemans, like, even if it is just a couple of weeks, that should show you. We're going to get injuries. Xhaka will get suspensions. We've got more games. Europa League, there's 6 games to play before late November. That, again, has to stop, innit? Again, these are the things why I always went at Arteta. They lost like 10 in a row. Sacked their manager in between. Yeah, they lost 10 in a row. No, it was something like out of 12 games, lost 10, drawn 1, no wins out of 11 or some shit. We come along, they beat us. Like, for me, that's quite unforgivable. Yeah, and again, not even looking at the bookmakers though, just talking 5 for 5, even if they're Casemiro and Anthony. Surely, we've got to go there with confidence, looking to be winning the game. But on that note, guys, I'm going to get out the building. Shouts out to DD, Hazard, Craig, Cam, all the real ones, Linda, everyone that's been in the stream, they're all real ones. And that is something to look at in the next couple of days. Tomorrow, 10 p.m. live. I know we've got to deal with Villa first, but team tactics, Man U. Would you be tempted to change it? With everyone basically fully fit. Interesting, guys. But yeah, let's get the job done. 5 out of 5. Yeah, bros, I was fucked. Thank you so much. But shouts out to you all. Respect to everyone. You've all been superstars as usual. Please hit the likes on the video. Yeah, do be subscribing if you're new. Guys, please be getting it around Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, whatever you've got. I can't believe I ain't got Facebook, I ain't got Twitch, I ain't got Twitter. I tried to open a Twitch and then forgot the password. So I need to do TikTok. I need to do Facebook. I need to get on this whole social media thing. So guys, if you've got all of these things, don't be shy in it. Put the link out there. Who knows, you know what I mean? They might like it, yo. Well, good night, people. Love you guys. Good night, guys. Can't do what? What's that, Danny? Shout out to Wankworth. Who's that? Your mate? Right, everyone. Good debate tonight, most definitely. And yeah, for tomorrow, obviously Villa preview, but again, we won't really change the team, but we know what's going on there. We're going to be looking at Old Trafford. 5 wins, 5 games. How do we approach Old Trafford? Only with confidence, I hope. Wang breath, that could only be your mate, innit? Your new best mate. Where is your new best mate? But yeah, respect, shouts out to you all. It really is, Thomas, that. It's been historical. DD. Danny D. Danny Daddy. But yeah, love to you all. Peace out, people. Please hit the link out there. Wait, 4 out of 4. We will be up Villa. It will be 5 for 5. And yeah, Old Trafford Sunday. Guys, watch along. Villa. Bang. Sorry about yesterday as well, man. I was feeling fucked, but bang. We got the win. Peace out, everyone. Good night. See you tomorrow at 10 p.m. live, y'all.